Before you go to bed tonight, do not eat this unless you want better sleep, higher testosterone, and boosted blood flow. It may surprise you, but for thousands of years, traditional cultures used garlic not just for flavor, but for its healing potential. What's fascinating is that modern science is now confirming what they seem to understand intuitively. Timing matters, especially for men. Today, I want to share with you 5 specific research-backed reasons why eating garlic at night may benefit your body in ways most people have never considered. These aren't old wives' tales or exaggerated claims. This is what studies are now revealing about garlic's impact on hormone balance, blood flow, metabolism, prostate health, and sleep, particularly when consumed before bed. You see, your body doesn't stop working when you go to sleep. In fact, it begins its most important work, repairing, restoring, and regulating. And it turns out, garlic can support many of these nighttime processes in ways that are especially meaningful for men over the age of 30. What's more, garlic contains natural compounds that interact with your body's circadian rhythm, those built-in cycles that control hormones, energy, and cellular repair. When used wisely, garlic can support these rhythms, not interrupt them. So in this video, we'll walk through 5 ways garlic may help you sleep deeper, support testosterone production, improve your circulation, balance your blood sugar, and even reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. It's a simple adjustment: 2 to 3 cloves of fresh garlic or a small amount of aged garlic extract, taken about an hour before bed. But what happens next may surprise you. Let's begin. Testosterone support at night. One of the most important roles garlic plays in men's health is its influence on hormone balance, especially testosterone. And what researchers are now uncovering is that the timing of garlic consumption could significantly affect how well it supports this process. Testosterone production in men follow a natural circadian rhythm. Levels are typically highest in the early morning after a night of restorative sleep. But that nightly increase doesn't just happen on its own. It begins with the body's ability to lower stress hormones and enter deep rest. Now, cortisol and testosterone have what's called an inverse relationship. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, competes with testosterone. When cortisol levels are high due to emotional stress, late night stimulation, or even poor sleep, testosterone production often suffers. But as cortisol drops in the evening, the body enters a window where it can begin naturally producing testosterone more efficiently. And this is where garlic becomes valuable. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that garlic supplementation significantly increased testosterone levels in male rats. The researchers observed that this effect was most noticeable when garlic was consumed with adequate protein and during periods when cortisol levels were lower, such as in the evening hours. Garlic's active compound, allicin, has been shown to help lower cortisol levels. When cortisol is reduced, the pituitary gland more easily releases luteinizing hormone. That's the hormone that signals the testes to begin producing testosterone. By consuming garlic at night, you're aligning this natural support with your body's own hormonal rhythm. Instead of disrupting your endocrine system, garlic works with it, supporting a more efficient production process while you sleep. The recommended approach is simple and gentle. Consume 2 to 3 fresh cloves of garlic or around 600 to 800 milligrams of aged garlic extract, roughly 1 hour before bed. For best results, pair this with a light evening meal that includes a good source of protein. Over time, this habit may help support your body's ability to maintain healthy testosterone levels. It's not a stimulant or a synthetic shortcut. It's a natural way to support your body's built-in hormonal intelligence. And as with many things in nature, timing makes all the difference. Blood flow and circulation. Good circulation is at the foundation of nearly every aspect of health, especially for men. It's not only important for heart health, but also for maintaining energy, mental clarity, and even physical performance. What many people don't realize is that the body continues its vascular repair work while we sleep. That's when it restores blood vessel integrity, balances blood pressure, and improves oxygen delivery throughout the body. And garlic, when taken at the right time, may help support this natural overnight maintenance process. One of garlic's most studied benefits is its ability to increase nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow. When nitric oxide levels rise, blood vessels dilate more effectively. This improves circulation not just to the heart and brain, but to all areas of the body, including those that support male vitality and reproductive health. Multiple studies have shown that garlic, especially in aged extract form, can boost nitric oxide levels significantly. In one clinical trial, participants who took garlic extract saw improved endothelial function. That's the flexibility and responsiveness of blood vessels. When this repair takes place during sleep, your body may wake up better oxygenated and more refreshed. Garlic also helps reduce inflammation in the blood vessels, which is essential for maintaining long-term cardiovascular health. When consumed before bed, these anti-inflammatory effects work quietly throughout the night to assist the body's natural repair efforts, undisturbed by daytime stressors. To support circulation and vascular health, research suggests taking about 600 to 900 milligrams of aged garlic extract or 2 to 3 cloves of fresh garlic an hour before bed. Consistency matters, as these effects often develop gradually over several weeks. It's a simple, natural practice, one that supports the heart and body night after night. Metabolism and blood sugar support. Your metabolism doesn't shut off when you go to sleep. In fact, nighttime is when your body quietly performs some of its most important metabolic work, regulating blood sugar, processing nutrients, and restoring balance after a full day. For many men, blood sugar fluctuations during the night can interfere with deep sleep, energy levels, and hormone production. When blood glucose levels rise and fall too sharply, it can lead to interrupted rest, increased cravings the next day, and even long-term metabolic imbalance. Garlic contains natural compounds that may help the body manage blood sugar levels more effectively, and especially when consumed in the evening. One key compound is called alliin, which supports insulin sensitivity and glucose regulation. A study published in Nature Scientific Reports found that garlic supplementation helped improve glucose tolerance and reduce insulin resistance, particularly when taken during the body's rest cycle. While the study was done on mice, the findings align with other human research that suggests garlic can be a helpful dietary tool in supporting stable blood sugar levels. Improved insulin sensitivity means that your cells are better able to absorb glucose from the bloodstream and convert it into energy rather than storing it as fat. And because this happens quietly through the night, garlic may help your body prepare for better metabolic efficiency the following day. Stabilizing blood sugar while you sleep also supports other processes like growth hormone release, testosterone production, and deep sleep cycles. These systems are all interconnected. The suggested intake is again simple: 2 to 3 cloves of raw garlic or about 600 to 800 milligrams of aged garlic extract, ideally taken about an hour before bed with a light meal that includes some protein. When practiced consistently, this gentle remedy may help bring greater balance to the body's internal rhythms without medications or complicated routines. Prostate-supported nighttime urination. For many men over the age of 40, the night is often interrupted by frequent trips to the bathroom. This common issue, known as nocturia, is frequently linked to an enlarged or inflamed prostate, and it can have a significant impact on both sleep quality and daily energy. While there are many pharmaceutical options for managing prostate symptoms, nature also offers meaningful support, often without unwanted side effects. Garlic is one such example, and it has shown promising results in clinical studies for its natural anti-inflammatory and protective properties, particularly for the prostate. In one clinical study, men with benign prostatic hyperplasia, commonly called BPH, were given garlic extract daily over a period of several weeks. Researchers observed measurable improvements: reduced prostate size, better urinary flow, and fewer nighttime urination episodes. Participants also reported a noticeable improvement in overall comfort. What makes garlic effective in this context is its sulfur-based compounds, such as allicin and S-allocysteine. These substances possess both anti-inflammatory and anti-proliferative effects. They help reduce swelling in the prostate tissue and may even slow the excessive cell growth that contributes to prostate enlargement in the first place. When garlic is taken in the evening, its active compounds begin working during the body's natural overnight repair phase. And when inflammation decreases, the bladder can empty more fully, reducing that frustrating urgency to urinate in the middle of the night. The practical recommendation is simple and safe: 2 to 3 raw garlic cloves, or 600 to 900 milligrams of aged garlic extract, ideally taken about an hour before bed. When followed consistently, this gentle routine may help restore a more peaceful sleep and support long-term prostate function. It's another great way garlic works with your body, offering support, not stimulation, and encouraging balance where it's needed most. Good sleep is essential for healing, hormone production, and mental clarity. But for many men, falling into deep restorative sleep can be a challenge. Overstimulation or imbalances in the body's nervous system. What we now know is that garlic may gently support the body's transition into sleep, not by acting as a sedative, but by helping regulate stress-related hormones that interfere with deep rest. And once again, timing is key. Garlic contains compounds such as S-allylcysteine, which appear to influence the HPA axis, the part of the brain that controls the stress response. When this system is overactive, it leads to elevated levels of cortisol, making it harder to relax, fall asleep, or stay asleep through the night. In a 12-week randomized controlled trial, participants taking garlic extract reported improvements in both how quickly they fell asleep and how well they stayed asleep. Objective measurements showed longer duration of deep sleep and fewer awakenings, which suggests more time spent in the truly restorative phases of the sleep cycle. One reason for this may be garlic's ability to reduce not only cortisol, but also other stress chemicals like corticotropin-releasing hormone. As these levels lower, the body shifts into the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that promotes deep healing and hormonal recovery during sleep. Interestingly, garlic may also help support the production of brain chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, which influence both mood and sleep patterns. This dual action on stress and mood gives garlic a unique ability to support restful nights. To experience these benefits, the recommendation is simple. Consume 2 to 3 fresh garlic cloves, or about 600 to 900 milligrams of aged garlic extract, roughly 1 hour before bedtime. Garlic doesn't force sleep, it supports the body's own ability to find balance, naturally and gently night after night. As we've explored, garlic is much more than a cooking ingredient. When used wisely and at the right time, it can become a gentle, natural tool for supporting the body's most vital processes. For men especially, nighttime garlic consumption may help support healthy testosterone production, improve blood flow, regulate metabolism, reduce prostate inflammation, and promote deeper, more restorative sleep. These are powerful benefits, and yet they come from something as simple as a few cloves of garlic. What's important to remember is that consistency matters. Just like any natural approach, results are gradual and build over time. A small nightly habit, 2 or 3 raw garlic cloves, or a modest dose of aged garlic extract can have lasting effects when practiced regularly. This isn't about gimmicks or quick fixes. It's about aligning with your body's natural rhythms, offering it what it needs to heal, and allowing time to do the rest. If this information was helpful to you, please take a moment to leave a comment below. Your feedback helps us continue sharing health content rooted in nature and science. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications. There's much more to come. Thank you for watching, and here's to a peaceful night and a healthier tomorrow.